Okay, today we're talking about the truth about what it takes to build a title sales business, especially on the business development side. I'm Sarah with Texas Title Girl, and on this channel, I help title reps just like yourself grow and scale your business. In this video, we're going to be talking about the 4 things I think every rep has to go through, has to endure, has to fight through in order to build their book of business. Let me know in the comments as I share these things if you agree or disagree or what your experience has been. I'd love to hear from you if you're a seasoned rep, if you're a new rep. But I think this is important when people are either getting into the business or feel like they're at a place 5, 6, 7, 8 years in where they're just like, what do I need to do? I need to reinvent myself, or I need to figure out a way to bring in new business, or I got to get out. I got to do something else. I'm kind of at a crossroads. So we're going to talk about it today. Let's get into it. The first one, and if you've been in the business a while, you probably already know this. Our business is relationship based. It's not just transactional. If you friend zone yourself in any business, it's going to get really hard to move out of the friend zone and say, okay, but I really want to work with you. I want to earn your business. I want to work for you, whatever it may be. I think you should lead with the clear intentions that you are here as a business development rep to earn the business, to ask for the business, to ask for the opportunity to close one deal. And that doesn't mean that you have to forsake being a human being, that you have to now look at them only as, and by them, I mean realtors, as transactional. But I think you need to remember that realtors by nature, most of them are very relationship-based human beings. They love their people. They love to help people. And so if you go at them from a completely transactional standpoint, I think it'll probably turn them off to you. On the other hand, if you only focus on the relationship piece and you never ask for the business, it's going to take you forever to get the results that you want in terms of open orders and building your book of business. So you have to really take the two and understand the nuances between relationship and transactional and how to blend the two seamlessly. I think agents want to work with people, obviously, that they like, but they really want to work with people they trust. Not every agent is going to want to be best friends with their title rep. They're not going to necessarily want to be wined and dined by their title company, but I think they do want to have a good, strong working rapport with you. And so if they like you and they trust you, that's going to go a long way. If you come across inauthentic or completely transactional, I think that's going to turn them off. All right, number 2, I call this consistency over charisma, or if you've read a book called Never Hit the Snooze Button, it's really good. You can find it on Amazon. It's by a guy named Joey, and he talks about intensity versus consistency. And his motto is basically the same thing, that consistency over intensity is much more important. It's going to get you much further down the road. So consistency over charisma is my way of saying the same thing, that too many title reps show up and then they never show up again. They kind of come onto the scene and they try to make a lot of noise or get a lot of attention or get as much business as they can, and then they just kind of quit showing up. You're going to have to be consistent. You're going to have to show up in offices every day. You're going to have to make your calls. And most importantly, you're going to have to follow up because you know that's where the money is. All right, number 3, you need a pipeline, not a Hail Mary. So a pipeline is just that consistent, steady flow of agents that you can be calling on. Most of us are going to want to be calling on agents who are already working with other title companies. I mean, that's just the way that it goes. If your agents are good agents in your area, they already have relationships. They already have partnerships. So your job is to go find who those agents are, find out where they're closing, what they love about that title company, and then figure out a way to make your title company and your services more enticing for the opportunity to get that one shot to close them. So if you're looking for a Hail Mary, you're going to go after the biggest agent and hope that you get all their business. If you're just going to throw darts in the dark and hope that one of them lands, and that the one agent that dart lands on actually happens to be producing, that's not a good strategy. You're going to spin your reels and you're going to waste a lot of time. So you need to be really targeted and have not only the consistency that I talked about in number 2, but also the targeted ability to say, who are the agents that I need to go after? Where are they? And how do I get a hold of them? If you're looking for a specific number on how many agents you should have on your pipeline, it depends on your market and how many licensed agents there are that are actually producing. I would say anywhere from 25 to 30 agents that you're calling on a weekly basis. And those don't have to just be brand new agents in your pipeline. They might be agents that you've been calling on for a while. Some of those 25 or 30 are going to be agents that you're following up with from the week before or even the month before. But I think you need anywhere between 25 and 30, all the way up to even maybe 50 agents that you are calling routinely, frequently, and consistently, so that you can keep your pipeline full. Because as you're calling those 25 to 50 agents, there's a possibility that the agents who are sending you business now have either started to stray a little bit, maybe through no fault of your own, maybe they've taken some time off, maybe they just aren't working at the moment as much as they want to. They may just not have a full pipeline themselves. And so with that turnover that occurs, whether it's of no fault of your own or just the market or life, you always need to have your pipeline full with good agents that you can be calling on and working towards earning their business. And that brings me to my fourth and final point, which is something I've already mentioned. But I will go over it in just a second. If you've never subscribed to my channel, be sure to do so. I post videos every week for title reps. I typically post them on Wednesdays around 9 a.m. Central Time. If you've never subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments what other videos you'd like for me to make. I'm always open to suggestions. The number 4 thing that I'm going to talk about today, since I've already done that little public service announcement, is the follow-up. I've talked about it before and I'll talk about it in every video. You have to be consistent with your follow-up. If you are not consistent, you will find yourself spinning your wheels. I think that's one of the only reasons I've been able to hang in there as long as I have in this industry. Although I love it, sometimes you can feel like you are spinning your wheels and, you know, what am I doing today with my time and what should I be doing? You can kind of start to just fall off the saddle a little bit. But if you have a system, especially a really good follow-up system, you will know exactly who you should be calling and what you should be saying to overcome those objections or move the ball down the field. And it's that follow-up that's going to get you the open order count that you want. If I can do anything to help, feel free to reach out and I'll see you in the next video.